is a book, so they say, of records on each page. I turned my first leaf when I went upon the stage. The road was rough and it was tough, especially for a girl alone. Heartache, sighing, nights of crying. For my folks at home, why I remember way back when I was a young Connecticut lass. I was just as green as grass, had lots of nerve, no class. And the men I met then, they was some sweet bunch. Said a star they'd make me. Right away they tried to date me, but I had a Yiddish hunch. Then there came a day for a job with pay. I wondered if I'd make it. Only 20 beans, but when you're broke it seems a fortune, and you take it. And then there came along one fine song. I hope you'll never forget to remember me when you hear. Some of these days you'll be so lonely. Some of these days you'll miss me, honey. You'll miss my hugging. You're gonna miss my kissing. You're gonna miss me, honey, when I'm far away. I feel so lonely for you only, 'cause you know, honey, you've had your way. And when you leave me, you know it's gonna grieve me. Gonna miss your big fat mama, your mama. Some of these days, some of these days, you'll miss me, honey. Some of these days, you're gonna be so lonely. You'll miss my hugging. You're gonna miss my kissing. You're gonna miss me, honey, when I'm far away. Said I feel so lonely for you only, 'cause you know, honey, you've had your way. And when you leave me, you know it's gonna grieve me. Gonna miss your big fat mama, your mama. Some of these days. For the first time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce a real hot tucker star. Now get your ears full. Where, oh, where is that Mr. Right? Will he ever come along? I've been searching day and night, and all I find is Mr. Wrong. If that one and only one should come my way, I'll be sure to love him, come what may. Said the man I love must love me steady. I'm not gonna give him that much until I'm damn good and ready. No one but the right man can do me wrong. And he needn't be like Rudy Valley, but he must learn to radio around my alley. No one but the right man can do me wrong. And another thing, I want no gigolo to skip and leave me with a song. And I want no sheep who'll grow weak just as I'm going strong. And if he's all there in his silk pajamas, why, he can have the best of all the red-hot mamas. No one but the right man can do me wrong.
That's all there is. There isn't any more.
Now won't you listen, honey, while I say, how could you tell me that you're going away? Don't say that we must part. Don't break my aching heart. You know I loved you truly for many years. I loved you night and day. How can you leave me? Can't you see my tears? Listen while I say, after you've gone and left me crying, after you've gone, there's no denying. You'll feel blue, you'll feel sad, you'll miss the bestest pal you've ever had. There'll come a time, now don't forget it, there'll come a time when you'll regret it. Someday, when you grow lonely, your heart will break like mine, and you'll want me only after you've gone away. After you've gone and left me crying, after you've gone, there's no denying. You'll feel blue, you'll feel sad, you'll miss the bestest pal you've ever had. There'll come a time, now don't forget it, there'll come a time when you'll regret it. Oh, babe, think what you're doing. You know my love for you will drive me to ruin. After you've gone away.
Baby, 1929 now. Year 1929, everybody and everything is booming. I had a talk with my stockbroker, and he gave me some hot tips in the stock market. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to pass it on to you. Tomorrow morning, you go to your banks, draw out every cent, and put it in oil stocks and Atwater Kent, and you'll make $1 million. Who's sorry now? Who's sorry now? Hi, Flo. It's the first time I've seen you here alone. Where's Harry? Walked out on you, huh? That's happened to me, too. You know, Flo, there isn't a woman alive who doesn't know how you feel. Now you sit right there, have a good cry. I'll send you over a couple of drinks. And here's a song for all of us gals. Tonight, I mustn't think of him. Music, maestro, please. Tonight I must forget those precious hours. Please, no hearts and flowers. Play those lilting melodies. Ragtime, jazz time, swing. Any old thing, just to help me ease the pain that solitude can bring. He used to love waltzes. Please don't play a waltz. And he danced divinely. I loved him so. There I go. died. I mustn't think of him. No more memories. So play, play. Tonight I must forget. Music, maestro, please.
Of things I should be thankful for, I've had a goodly share. And as I sit in the comfort of a cozy chair, my fancy takes me to a humble east side tenement, 3 flights in the rear to where my childhood days were spent. It wasn't much like paradise, but amid the dirt and all, there sat the sweetest angel, one that I fondly call my Yiddish mama. I need her more than ever now, my Yiddish mama. I'd love to kiss that wrinkled brow. I long to hold her hands once more, as in days gone by, and ask her to forgive me for things I did that made her cry. How few were her pleasures, she never cared for fashion styles. Her jewels and treasures, she found them in her baby smiles. Oh, I know that I owe what I am today to that dear little lady, so old and gray, to that wonderful Yiddish mama. Wie ich steh du und tracht, kommt mir vor mein alte Mama. Nicht kein abgepackte Jenke, und nicht kein ausgeputzte Dame. Nur eine Mutter von Fettzeiten, von Größzures angebeugt. Mit einer kuschere jüdischer Herz und mit viel verwähnte Augen. In derselbe kleine Rümkes, wie sie ist alt und grü geworden, sitzt sie und näht und chullend von der lang vergangenen Jahren. Wenn der Haus ist voll gewesen mit dem Klang von Kinderstimmes, dem Kitchen hat geschmeckt, der Schabbaskickel mit dem Zims. Ihr mögt mir glauben, als bei uns hat nicht gefällt der Dallas, aber doch für uns die Kinder hat gekleckt auf alles. Das Stickel Bräut von Meul pflegt sie uns freiwillig geben, und für ihre Kinder wollt sie doch ein weggelegtem Leben. Allein geräumt, allein genäht, allein gewaschen und gebiggelt, gearbeitet bei Tag, gearbeitet bei Nacht und immer ein Kind gewickelt. Und das heißt eine jüdische Mama. Und wie glücklich seid ihr Menschen, was ihr hat noch eure Mamas, dem Ewigsten darf ihr wünschen. Und mit ihr Schädel schämt sich nicht, und halt ihr nicht verhalten, ihr darft ihr Kischen ihre Hände und ihre Säuteier halten. Ihr braucht beten Gott für ihr Gesinnten, für ihr Leben. Von alles Gutes und Reichkeit kann auch eine Fülle geben. Millionen Taler, Diamanten, Häuser, große Schäne, aber eine Sache auf der Welt, das gibt auch Gott nicht mehr wie eine. A jüdische Mama,
die macht doch sie ist die ganze Welt. Ah, jüdische Mama, oi weh, wie bitter, wenn sie fällt. Ihr darf doch danken Gott, was ihr hat ihr noch bei sich. Ihr wisst nicht, die treuerigste Welt, wenn sie geht weg zu dir. In Wasser und Feuer, wollt sie gelaufen vor ihr Kind. Nicht halten ihr Teier, das ist gewiss der größte Sinn. Oi, wie glücklich und reich ist der Mensch, was hat als a schöne Metone geschenkt von Gott. Nur an altitschke jüdische Mama, you're gonna be so lonely. You'll miss my hugging, you're gonna miss my kissing, you're gonna miss me, honey, when I'm far away. I feel so lonely, for you won't leave, 'cause you know, honey, you've always had your way. Your mama, some of these days, some of these days, you miss me, honey. Some of these days, you're gonna be so lonely. You'll miss my hugging, you're gonna miss my kissing. Oh, you're gonna miss me, honey, when I'm far away. You know, honey, you've always had your way. And when you leave me, you know it's gonna grieve me. Gonna miss your big fat mama, your mama, some of these days.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you first to meet Maurice Chevalier. Maurice, would you stand up there and say hello to them? Maurice Chevalier. Sitting with him, his co-star who's going to work with him tonight, the great Sophie Tucker. So let's hear it for Sophie Tucker. Maurice, you and Sophie now take over the theater, the show, and the stage.
You know, Sophie, do you realize that you and I, together tonight, we represent almost 100 150 years in show business. You realize that? Almost. You know, Sophie, there is something I want you for a long, long time.
Is that so?
Yes. The first time I saw you on the stage was, I think, in 1921.
22.
22. In 1922 in London.
That's right.
Yes, I remember
That's
at the
right.
London Hippodrome.
That's right.
You were doing your act in the middle of a beautiful review, you see?
Right.
And I had heard about you a lot, but I had never seen you on the stage, and I was very curious to see you perform. And I remember you came on the stage. You had two pianos, Shapiro.
That's right, and Carol.
I remember that. And you came with a very, very beautiful dress, you see, looking from where I was sitting. You seemed to be, I should say, a woman of 36, 37, about, yeah? and you know, you were very attractive to look at. Really, I'm not kidding. Sophie, I'm very sincere. You were very attractive. You were a little plump here, a little plump there, a little plump all around, you know. But nicely plump.
Nicely.
Very attractively plump, you see. And you had that face that was really an extraordinary face in show business because of not only a handsome face, you see, a beautiful pair of eyes, but also you had something that went straight to me. You had a frankness, you see, you were straight, you had a warmth, you had something very human about you, and I liked you from the first. You see, when you came on, I liked you immediately. You had a very nice dress too, and I tell you, when you started to sing then, when you started to sing with that fire, that rhythm, that goodness, you see, I was absolutely enthused. And that day, Sophie, you showed me that in our profession, there is nothing better or as good as singing from the heart to the heart of the people, you see. From that day on, Sophie, you've inspired me a lot and you've helped me a lot in my career because I was inspired by you, and that I wanted to tell you one day, and now I tell you that I thank you for that, Sophie.
Oh, you're very sweet, and I appreciate it so much, Maurice.
And you know, now that we're alone here in Paris, with the Sacré-Cœur behind, you see, I can tell you things that I couldn't tell you otherwise. Nobody is listening. You know, Sophie, I had a crush on you. I had a crush on you. Really, I liked you. I think you were very, very fine. And I even dreamt about you. I dreamt that one night I took you out for supper and that I took you around in London in the clubs, you see, that we had an evening together, a beautiful evening together. And to this day, you see, I remember everything that happened in that dreamy evening, you and I. No? We met at 9.
We met at 8.
I was on time.
You were late.
Oh, yes. I remember it well. We dined with friends.
We were alone.
A tenor sang.
A baritone.
Oh, yes. I remember it well. That dazzling April moon.
There was none that night. And the month was June.
That's right. That's right.
How it warms my heart to know that you remember still the way you do.
Oh, yes. I remember it well. How often I've thought of that Friday
Monday
night when we had our last rendezvous, and somehow I foolishly wondered if you might by some chance be thinking of it too. That carriage ride,
you walked me home.
you lost a glove.
I lost a comb.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. That brilliant sky,
There was none that night.
Those Russian songs.
Oh, from sunny Spain.
I remember it well. You wore a gown of gold.
I was all in blue.
Am I getting old?
Oh, no, not you. How strong you were, how young and gay, a prince of love in every.
Yes. I remember it well.
Maurice, thank you so much for the lovely things you said about me. And may I tell you that I, too, had a crush on you? Yes, I remember going home many, many nights singing your songs. Give me your hat.
You bet.
I'm going to sing your song, Mimi, to you.
Oh.
Mimi, you funny little good-for-nothing Mimi. Am I the guy?
Very good.
Mimi, you sunny little honey of a Mimi. I'm riding high.
Good, very good.
Mimi, you got me sad and dreamy. You could cheer me if you see me. Mimi,
The lip.
you know I'd like to have a little son of a Mimi by and by.
You know, Sophie, a compliment deserves another compliment. Going to sing for you one of your classics, Some of These Days. Some of these days, you'll miss me, Sophie. Some of these days, you'll feel so lonely. You'll miss my hugging. You're gonna miss my kissing. Oh, you'll miss me, Sophie. When I'm far away, you'll feel so lonely. For me only, 'cause you know, Sophie, you've always had your way. And when you leave me, you know it's gonna grieve me. You'll miss your big fat papa, your papa, some of these days. Some of these days.
You'll miss me,
honey.
some of these
Some of these days.
You'll be so lonely. You'll miss my heart. You're gonna miss my You're gonna honey.
Oh, you're gonna miss me, Sophie.
When I'm far away.
When I'm far away.
That I feel so
Lonely, so lonely.
Oh,
you're here.
you know,
Honey,
you had your way.
you had your way.
And when you leave me, you know it's gonna grieve me.
You're
Gonna make your big head, mama, mama, mama.
of these days.
Maurice, none of us, well, nobody in the country, I'm quite sure, will ever forget this particular meeting of two great stars. This is the most wonderful night we've ever had in the Ladies and gentlemen, this is something we'll all look back on for, well, forever. Maurice and Sophie. So before they go off, let's really take the roof off here.